Alright, so today we are going to go over how to add drop-downs, checkboxes, and date pickers to your Google Sheet spreadsheet. And we are going to do this by making our own to-do app. Let's get started. I'm going to put checkboxes in column A, so let's go ahead and narrow that down a bit. To do so, I'm going to go to Data, I'm going to go to Data Validation, and I'm going to change this to Checkbox. And I'm going to want to cross things out based on whether or not this box is checked. So to do this, I'm going to check use custom values, and if it's checked, I'm going to say that it is done. And then to make sure that it applies to all of our rows starting at A4, I'll do A4:A. Just reject input if it's not a checkbox, and save. You'll see that checkboxes have been added to all of our rows. Next, we are going to add a drop-down list that has a bit more of an in-depth status, and we are going to add that to column D. So to do that, I go back to Data and Data Validation, and we'll do List of Items instead of List from a Range. So I'm going to say pending work in progress, delegated in case I gave it to someone else to do, and done. And if it's not one of these, I'm going to reject input. Let's change the cell range to D4:D and hit save. Now we can see if I type something in that's not one of the items in the checkbox that it's rejected. And I can change this to, say, work in progress. Expand this a bit so you can see the whole thing. Now next I'm going to do a date picker here. So let's go to Data, Validation, and C4:C. Change this to date, is valid date, and reject input, and save. You don't get a nice date picker icon here, but if you double click, you get this date picker box. So we'll just set it to say August 1st. And this is kind of an ugly date format, so let's just go in and change that real quick. Let's see, format, number, more formats, date and time formats. I like this, so let's apply this. That's better. And then let's just shrink that a bit. And all that's left to do here is to add a item that we're working on. Say mow the lawn. Though I probably should do that more than once every few months. Check the box, and it looks like it's not quite done. Let's make it so that it crosses it out when we check the box. So we'll just go here. We will go to Format, Conditional Formatting, B4 to, say, D. We will get rid of this thing. Custom formula equals exact. So what we're doing here is we want to check A4, and if A4 is done, then we're going to use our custom format. So we're not going to paint the box green. We'll change the text to a light gray, and we'll strike it out. Done. So if we check the box, then we see this is crossed out and turned gray. Now, it did not quite turn these two gray like I was expecting, but if we wanted to do that, we could just add another rule and turn those gray with another rule. And that's how you do that. So if this video helped you, go ahead and drop a subscribe below and follow our channel for more helpful tips on Google Sheets and Excel down the line. Thank you.